Hi everyone. Y'all, I'm sorry. I know it's been a minute. It's been 3-4 months since I posted a video, and I apologize for not checking in, not giving you an update. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If you are popping in, watching this video, and eager to hear whatever the update is. If you're watching this for the first time, welcome. But yeah, for my people that have been following me on my journey, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to leave you guys hanging like that. So please forgive me. I wanted to check in and give an update in terms of what's been going on. So life has just been busy. Like that's all I have. It's just been busy, y'all. I've had a lot going on, and so unfortunately I haven't had an opportunity to record as much as I would like to. I haven't had an opportunity to share everything that I've been doing along the way. And again, I apologize. I'm sorry. So where did we leave off? We left off in October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so if you saw that video, you know that I went and had my mammogram done, and those results came back negative. Thank God. So, was super excited about that. I went on to have a celebratory dinner with my close friends and family to celebrate 1 year cancer-free. And so that was amazing. What else happened? November, of course we had Thanksgiving, hosted family here, had an amazing time, just, fellowshipping and enjoying some good Southern cooked food with our families. We had Christmas. Christmas was amazing. Hosted an amazing Christmas party with friends and family. Had a few family members here just throughout that whole week. Folks coming in and out. And so again, it's just been boom, 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 boom the whole time. And so unfortunately, I just haven't been able to kind of like record and edit and, put the information out there to share it with you all. And so I'm sorry about that. Update about me personally, physically, where I am right now today. And so going back a little bit. So again, just to back up. So December, I had my follow-up with my PCP. That appointment went well. My labs all look pretty good except the cholesterol part of it. My lipid panel wasn't really surprising for me because my lipid panel has always been elevated most of my adult life for sure. And I believe some of my teenage years as well. So it's not like completely off the wall. What was, I guess, kind of like abnormal was the fact that it went up, and last year we had saw it like trending down. When I had it done last year, everything was trending down, and now it's like spiked up a little bit. So just trying to figure out what has changed in my diet to maybe possibly cause that elevation. We also have to consider that last year, like I was like, still finishing up chemotherapy and doing Keytruda and everything else. So who even knows if the results I have from last year are like truly a good picture of what it was. So nevertheless, again, wasn't really tripping about it. The good news was that my vitamin D levels are like, they up there now. Like they up there. Within normal range for the first time probably ever in my life. I know for a fact, like I haven't tracked my vitamin D every year. And so like, I don't know, like, for sure if it's like the first time it's ever been within normal limits, but from the times that it has been checked, like definitely this is the first time it's been normal. Last year, it was half of what the number is now. And so made huge improvements within a year. And like I said, I'm within the normal range, thankfully now. I've had it checked before years ago. After I had either my second or my third son. And I remember like that was the first time that I was ever told that I had low vitamin D levels. The unfortunate part about that is that there was no education provided about the link with low vitamin D levels and your risk for breast cancer. So in hindsight, I wish I had known back then how important it was to monitor my vitamin D levels, especially being a brown skin girl, chocolate girl with, dark brown skin, and it's harder to absorb vitamin D from our natural elements, how we, a lot of us can get it. And so unfortunately, I wish I had known that back then, how important it was, so that I could have taken the idea of taking supplements seriously back then. But it is what it is. Can't go back in time and change any of that. So all I can do is move forward and put my best foot forward and do what I can now, knowing what I know. And so, thankfully I stay on top of taking my vitamin D supplements now, and all of that has been going well. So, and then backing up to the triglycerides being elevated, we ordered a arterial calcium score test. I had never heard of this test before, but it was specifically like basically a CT scan to look at my arteries to see if there was any calcifications or plaque or any type of buildup that would, cause a concern that, my blood wasn't circulating as best as it could. Thankfully, that score came back 0, which meant that I don't have any built up, and my chance of heart disease is extremely low, like less than 5%. So even though I have elevated cholesterol, my good cholesterol levels are extremely high. And so it is believed that that kind of helps, I guess, maybe balance everything. Even though the bad is high, like the goods are so good that they fighting the bad off constantly. So grateful for that. And what else did we have? So PCP, oncology, I followed up with the oncologist in January. That appointment went well as well. And so normal exam, no cause of concern with that appointment. We discussed reconstruction again, just because I haven't done it yet. And he shared that there's a new doctor within the hospital system that is now on board, because before, my hospital system that I was receiving my treatment from did not have a microsurgeon doctor that could do the type of reconstruction option that I was leaning on the path of getting, which is called the deep flap. And so, all the consults that I had were with plastic surgeons, microsurgeons that work within the hospital system. And so, not that I'm rushing to meet with the doctor, but it's good to know that it's one now within my hospital network that I've received my care from, that I can have a consult with. And other than that, follow up with him, my oncologist, in 6 months, because everything looks well. He's kind of like, spacing the time out. So I'll no longer follow up every 3 to 4 months. Now we'll push it out to every 6 months. And so that was great news. Lastly, last month I had my follow up with the breast surgeon. And again, great appointment, normal exam, no areas of concern. Kind of piggybacked off of the appointment with the oncologist. And so he and I talked about the reconstruction options again, and kind of where I was in that phase of things. And so I gave him an update in terms of just kind of not really, like I haven't been in a place where I felt like I was ready to have surgery and have to sit down and, take the time that's necessary to recover. I understand that the surgery option, the deep flap reconstruction option, is a very intense surgery, also a very intense recovery. And so knowing that, I just kind of felt like I just didn't feel like doing it. And so all of my doctors have respected that and basically told me it's my choice. I do it when I want. It's no medical reason to get reconstruction. It's really just about me and making me feel whole again, because I do feel incomplete. I feel incomplete. I feel off balance. I don't like the fact that I have one breast, and so again, it just comes down to it coming on me in terms of when I make that decision and want to move forward with it. Like, there's no reason that I can't get it done medically, basically. And so all of that is great news to hear. He also just kind of basically encouraged me to continue to research as much as I need to and be confident in taking as much time as I need to, because, again, it's my decision. And so that was pretty much kind of the bulk of that appointment. And we left out on almost on a sad note, so to speak, because he basically informed me that there was no need for him to continue following me like on a schedule how we've been doing. And so he basically said, I'll call him when I need him at this point. And so, it's kind of bittersweet because I've been on this journey now with him for 2 years. And so, these people kind of become a part of your family. And so, it's kind of sad knowing that I don't see him as often. I don't want to see him as often. And I totally, appreciate the fact that I don't have to see him as often, and don't want to ever have to need to call him. And so I pray, that God keeps me in this place of healing, this space of, gratefulness that, I'm just lucky to be here, and I'm so grateful and I'm thankful for, his role that he played in all of this. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it and talking about it because I'm also talking today, and I'm in the phase of where this all started. So it's currently March 12th, 2024, and all of this started originally March 8th of 2022. March 8th of 2022 was when I went in for the ultrasound for what I felt to be abnormal in my breast. And, those of you that have followed me on the journey, this whole time know that, everything, kind of just went left from there. And so, here we are 2 years later. This has been a heavy last couple of days for me. Just kind of, reflecting on how all of this started and, where I am today. And like I said, I'm just so grateful. 2 years ago this time, it was a challenge, being able to accept what was going on and how fast things went. I went in for the ultrasound to then learn that it was suspicious for malignancy, to then get upgraded to having a biopsy done 2 days later, a mammogram, and all of the diagnostic necessary steps to confirm, one of my greatest fears, that, it was breast cancer, that it could have been breast cancer. And, it confirmed that it was. And so, you just, as a survivor, it's hard to really, I guess, maybe ever get to a point where you don't go back down memory lane, where it all started, and just reflect on everything that has transpired and, everything that you've gone through. And so again, it's been an emotional last couple of days, just reflecting, because it's a part of me that still can't believe that I actually went through this. A lot of it still feels very surreal to me. And so, y'all, those of you that, like I said, have been following along, that have been on this journey with me, I appreciate all the support and the prayers and everything, because I know that that's, why I'm able to sit here today and to share, hey, 2 years later, and, we've had all these great reports, and I'm just so thankful, to continue to live in this space of being cancer-free and live in this space of healing. What I'm doing moving forward, I'm on this huge wellness journey in terms of like what I'm eating, what I'm preparing for my family. I look forward to sharing that with my community, as well pretty soon. So again, I apologize for not sharing, but trust me, I am going to be sharing a whole lot more about where I am right now and what I'm doing to remain cancer-free, to prevent a recurrence, because, I know that I can only do what I can do. And so I'm doing the best that I can to do my part in this process. So from working out to health and nutrition, all of the things that I can control, I'm taking that very seriously. And so I'll be sharing those things. I'll continue to share things that we're doing with the family, trips and all of these things. There's still so much that I haven't shared, just during the whole breast cancer treatment journey side of things. So I'll be coming back, just kind of sharing things that was pertinent to that as well. So again, sorry to ramble and keep going on. That's my update that I have. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to those that have followed, this whole journey. I ask that you continue to be a part of my community, continue to, follow along, be a part of my journey moving forward, to continue to enjoy my life, because life is long and life is beautiful. And if you're watching this for the first time, welcome. I mean, I'm a breast cancer survivor. I'm a triple negative breast cancer survivor. And like I said, we are at, 2 years post when all of this started. So, I hope that I am an inspiration to, whoever it may be that is watching this for the first time, to just kind of give you hope and let you know that, hang in there. It's a journey, but you got it. All right. Thank you guys. And I'll check back in later.